This is Youth Choice. I'm Lewis Wyatt, and joining me now is Angie Greaves from Smooth Radio. She's here to talk about your school days.
Yes. He's energetic, isn't he?
I'm
love
excited.
it.
I'm excited to talk to you.
Oh, I'm honoured.
Yeah.
My school days, my God. Well, we're going back a long, long way. My school days, didn't realise it. There used to be a saying in my day that school days were the best days of your life. I'm going to reiterate that. It's really interesting because there's a young lady here at the academy that just came up to me after the talk and said, "Oh, you went to school with my dad." And we're in a WhatsApp group, me and my school friends, and when we get on to that WhatsApp group, the only agreement is to be 14 again. So we just chat rubbish. We remember the teachers, we remember things that went wrong, we remember getting suspended, and we relive those days. And I really enjoy it. And we were really, really lucky. I went to Claremont High in Harrow. We were so lucky. I still keep in contact with my English teacher.
Wow, so is your teacher on the group chat as well? Or?
No, well, she won't come in because there's things that we might say.
Oh, yeah, that she doesn't want to hear.
That she don't want to hear. But we still keep in contact with our teachers, the teachers that are still around. Periodically we meet up. We have a yearly get-together. We share photos. And we were really, really lucky at school. I don't have any memories of school that make me ever think I didn't enjoy school. So it really puzzles me personally when I hear kids saying they don't want to go to school, they feel that they're not being listened to. Bullying when I was at school was a quick slap, couple of words.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we were on the field just playing again.
Yeah.
It seems to be a bit more elongated now, and I do think...
Yeah, it's because of social media, isn't it?
I do think social media's got a lot to do with it, yeah.
So, you mentioned things like being suspended, or maybe not. Was it you personally?
Yes.
So you're quite naughty.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was suspended and I didn't tell my mum. And I used to get up, I was suspended for a week, and I used to go to the bus stop every morning, wait for my mum to go to work. I used to go back to bed.
So you're quite an actor as well.
Absolutely. And these weren't the days when you... God, listen, I'm giving away all my secrets. These weren't the days when you had to have an email sent or... well, it was just a paper, so you just fake your mum's signature. Serious, I was not a good girl.
Did your mum never say, like, how was school today?
Yeah.
What would be your reaction?
Lied through my teeth.
Do you want to give us an example?
Oh no, I'm giving my secrets away.
Okay.
And my daughters might be watching. I'm so glad.
Don't give them any ideas.
But no, look, school was quite amazing. It's funny because I just did the talk inside, and I'm now that we're talking, I can remember when I was learning French, we used to be in the language labs. And you had to press play and talk into a mic. Je m'appelle Angèle, j'ai 16 ans, and whatever. But I used to pretend to be a radio presenter. Maybe that was the first time I got bitten to do it.
So was there any other skills that you learned that maybe helped you now where you are now when you're in school?
I never stopped talking.
Yeah.
And my teacher, Miss Reed, Denise Reed is her name, she used to say to me when we first started our school reunions, "Angela Greaves, I cannot believe the amount of time that I used to send you to the headmasters because you wouldn't stop talking and now you're paid to talk."
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, and did you ever think in your time, what did you want to be when you were older?
School teacher.
Wow, so you were inspired by...
Absolutely. School days for me were the best days of my life.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a school teacher. Coming from Caribbean parents who came here in the late 60s, you had to be a school teacher, a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, something that my parents said people will always need and always want. But the world is changing. The world is evolving. Everything is changing. When I told my mum I was going to be a radio presenter, her first words were, "Why don't you go and get a proper job?" She still says it to me now.
Does she not get it?
No, she until she walks in a shop and hears me, "Oh, that's my daughter," you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Has she ever visited any of your studios and watched you do your thing?
She came to my previous station. I'm hoping that she will come to Global because she loves Steve Allen on LBC.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can get her into Global quite soon.
She'll be amazed, won't she?
She will be, yeah.
So when you were in school and not suspended, what was your favourite subject?
Did I have a favourite subject? I can't say that I had one standout subject, but I used to love English, and I think that was because of my teacher. So, the same Miss Reed. She used to make me read books. I don't know why, and funnily enough, both my daughters went through a phase when they got into year 5. They just stopped reading out loud. I got into that phase when I was around 13, 14. And Miss Reed made me read a book called That's How It Was by Maureen Duffy. And she said, "You do not come back to me, do not give me this book back until you finished it." And I read it from cover to cover.
Did she test you afterwards?
Yes, she did. It was about a lady, a single mother who had a sexual experience. And at that time,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But no, I will always remember that. I think English, wow, as I'm talking to you now,
Yeah.
Miss Reed was probably a program controller without actually being in a radio station. She gave me the passion to want to speak. She gave me the passion
Yeah.
for oratory skills.
It's interesting how you put people in different roles.
Yeah.
Like, even they might be teachers, but now you can be like, oh, they were the program controller, they were the
Yeah.
producer, they were the...
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
mental. So, what was the biggest challenge you faced at school? Because it sounds like you had a brilliant time. Was there anything that you were like, oh, that was difficult?
Nothing springs to mind, and I don't want to speak in cliches and say, you've got to do it, keep going and you'll get there. But I never really gave up
Yeah.
at much. Didn't like hockey, didn't like athletics, running,
Yeah.
loved long jump. I was really good at long jump, and I was the captain of the rounders team. I can't say that there was anything I hated. I found French challenging, but once I got the grasp of it, I saw the benefits of having a second language. But yeah.
You seem to have remembered it quite well. You
Oh,
did some
absolutely.
brilliant French. I can't talk a word apart from bonjour.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
Nice to meet you. So you said about becoming captain of your rounders team, did you
Yes.
say? Was that a proud moment for you?
Yeah. Claremont girls rounders team. We were the ones. If Claremont was coming to play rounders, chances are you're going to lose. We were a great team. We really were a great team. And even a couple of girls on the team are in our school WhatsApp group. So we still talk about a lot of these things. I think a lot of my school memories are very, very fresh in my mind because we were blessed. We were so lucky to have the teachers that we had. Teachers at that time, if you were going through struggles, would say to you, come and see us at lunchtime or come and see us at the end of the day. And they meant it. I'm not saying that teachers now don't mean it,
Yeah.
but the narrative has changed. A lot of it is about paperwork. A lot of it is about tables and scores and marks. And these teachers now, they have to make sure that the tables are up to date. They want to make sure that, the school is outstanding. And that takes a lot of paperwork. But it also is important that you get the passion, the enthusiasm and the creativity of the students because
Yeah.
they are actually going to be your testimonies, aren't they?
But it also must be difficult for teachers when you think about it because it's kind of like they have to do that. Their pressure, isn't it, to
Yeah.
write the paperwork or to be outstanding
Yeah.
when you can't really focus on the child, I guess.
Which is a shame, but like I say, it's as the world's changing, there's so much that's changing with it. And I think the education system is one of those things. I also am really glad to be around at this time to be speaking about media. When I was growing up, you had to get your O-levels. Do you know what O-levels are?
Yeah, are they like
They were
GCSEs?
pre-GCSEs. So young. You had to get your O-levels. You had to get your A-levels. You had to get your English, your maths, a language, physics, chemistry, biology. And I think what used to happen when I was growing up was the creativity in kids was put aside. So if you wanted to go into acting, singing, drama, media, you were deemed as not as intelligent as the doctor,
Yeah.
the nurse. But as I say to my girls, look, everybody has part academic, part creativity. And it's all right if you're 70% creative and 30% academic. It's absolutely fine. It's fine if you're 70% academic, 30% creative, because one size does not fit all.
Yeah. So was there any other proudest moments apart from being the captain of your Rounders team?
I was in a school play called Ernie's Incredible Hallucinations, and because I was the lead, it was changed to Ernestine. It's the WhatsApp group, that's why I remember these things.
The WhatsApp group seems to be very important.
Oh, yeah. When we get on that WhatsApp group, which isn't daily, but when we get on there, we just laugh about things that happened, you know. And it's interesting how the mind can just replay these things. But, you know, first day of term, everybody had on brand new shoes, brand new uniform. And one of my colleagues, she jumped out of a window to go and have a cigarette and split her skirt. I mean, it's just all these things.
Yeah.
And we laugh about these things. And it's so important. That's what I like about social media in my demographic. We use it to uplift.
Yeah, that's nice. So have you got any advice? If you had to give advice to your 16-year-old self, what would you say?
If I was going to talk to my 16-year-old self right now, I would say you should have listened to your mum and dad just a little bit more. I'm not in any way, shape or form regretting where I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't have had so many detentions.
or done the acting of I'm going to school.
Absolutely.
So what song reminds you of your school days?
Wow. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
It must be difficult as well because obviously you're a radio presenter. You play music every day.
Gosh. Thinking of school days, Rock the Boat, Hughes Corporation. I can remember doing the rock in the playground to that. Slade. Oh, here it is, Merry Christmas. I can remember that being played at school.
Was music really
God.
pivotal in your school time? Was everyone like
All the
playing
time,
it? Yeah.
all the time. There was always music playing in my house. When the Walkman came out, that was, no, I think we had the Ghetto Blaster first. We used to have that in the school playground, in the summer and on the field. We were always around music.
Yeah, music's so important. It reminds just memories, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also a healer. There might be a song that you think about when maybe you were going through a time of your life that perhaps wasn't the best time of your life, but that song would put a smile on your face. Sorry. That song would put a smile on your face. And I think music is also a good friendship puller. You can think about friends, times you went out for a week or went on holiday, or it's a universal language, music, isn't it?
Well, I was going to ask you to sing the song, but you did it perfectly,
There you
that
go.
Christmas song. That's
All
beautiful. Thank you very much, Angie, for joining me.
You are more than welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. This has been Youth Choice.